Now the skewb is going to be a WCA event in 2014, so I'm pretty excited for that. But most skewbs pop, so I came up with this mod, which is just making torpedoes for the edge pieces. Well, I guess, well, they're found at the center, so they're center pieces, but mechanically they're edge pieces, even though they're found at the center of the face, but whatever. So I'm going to teach you how to make these torpedoes for your skewb to keep it from popping. Now this is a Meffert skewb, but it'll probably still work for any other skewb you might have. So you're going to make a torpedo out of wood. So you can make that out of a chopstick or some sort of thin dowel. I have this piece of wood. This used to be a long strip, but I have a small piece of it. You can cut it and make a piece about 1 inch long and pretty thin. And then you're also going to need sandpaper and of course super glue. So let's get started. So I broke this down to the length that I want it. So it's about a little bit longer than what it's going to turn out to be, but that's okay. You're going to be sanding things down anyways. So I just chopped it into strips with my knife. Now you're going to take your sandpaper. You're going to take this and kind of round it off at this edge until it looks something like this, and do the same on the other side. So now it should look something like this. Now you're going to round out the rest of this, so just kind of sand it like this. So now it should look something like this. Now take one of these pieces and see how well it fits. You can still see the light comes through a little bit, but that's okay, just as long as it sort of fits in there. So you're going to want this to be able to fit underneath there without this actually really touching the wood. Because if this is touching, if the underside of this piece of wood is touching this corner, it's going to cause some friction and make your cube stiff. So I've gotten it to just about the right shape. So now, if I were to go like this, I cannot tell a difference if I had put this in there instead. So this is not causing any friction. It's not getting in the way of anything. And also on the other side, it's the same smoothness, and the piece of wood isn't getting in the way of anything. So now you can take your super glue and put a few drops of glue going right across here. Then take this and stick it right in the middle. And hopefully this will still fit. But if you're having any problems, just take some sandpaper and sand this down underneath here. So now it should fit perfectly and you shouldn't feel any friction from the torpedo getting in the way. Now if no matter what you do, you just can't get this to feel right, it's just making it really stiff. Even if you can get it to feel good on one side, what you're going to do is just glue it down, even though it's not perfect, and then just use sandpaper afterwards until it feels good. Now all you have to do is take like a tissue or something and wipe out everywhere in the piece, because chances are there's going to be a lot of sawdust here. And plus this was lubed before I did this, so sawdust is sticking to lube everywhere. Yeah, so just wipe all the pieces out and re-lube it. And your skewb will never pop ever again, ever, in your entire life. So yeah, this is never going to pop ever again. Never. I really need to get new stickers. This color scheme is weird.